Hey everyone, I'm here to give you those essential communication tips to help you level up your impact and lead your teams with way more excellence. Now, let's be real. The ability to ask a great question is one of the most powerful skills you can have to keep any conversation flowing. We often get stuck in this mindset where we think we have to be the star, the one who tells all the dazzling stories about how amazing we are. But here's the secret: the opposite is actually true. The person who knows how to ask good questions, whether you're in a social setting or a professional environment, is the one who keeps the ball rolling and maintains that nice dynamic ping pong volley. To master this, we're going to break down the two main types of questions. The first one is what I call the easy question. Essentially, this is a direct question that can be answered quickly. Think a yes or no, or a fast fill-in-the-blank answer, like a single word or a short phrase. This is exactly where you want to start a conversation. Take the stand-up comic Jerry Seinfeld. I love using his examples. He admitted he used to struggle at social events like parties until he figured out this trick. Just ask a question that demands a simple, one-word answer, often a number. He'd ask things like, "How many years have you lived in the city?" Or, "How many kids do you have?" This makes it super easy for the other person to engage and throw out those short answers. And that, my friends, gives you the content you need for the second type of question, the open-ended question. Once you've gotten those short, easy answers, you have something to work with, and that's the perfect time to ask an open-ended follow-up question. Let's say they mentioned they've lived in New York City for 7 years. You could still throw out one more quick closed question like, "Oh, where did you live before that? Michigan?" But then you immediately open the conversation right up with a what or a how question. For example, what brought you all the way from Michigan to New York? That's an open-ended question. A what or a how question is usually going to demand a lot more detail from the other person. This is where you get them talking and opening up, and that's when you really see the conversation become dynamic, getting that rich, detailed back and forth. So, the strategy is simple: an easy question to start, and then a follow-up or probing question that is open-ended and begins with how or what. Now, some people will tell you that you can also start questions with the word why. However, I have personally found in my experience that a question that starts with why can sometimes make the other person feel a little defensive, like they have to justify their explanation or their decision. So, I tend to avoid it. I was talking to a friend just the other day, and he shared this perfect example with me. He was at his new job, and his coworker was showing him the ropes, asking him tons of great questions. He was answering them all, and the conversation was great, until suddenly it just stopped. He reflected on it later and realized exactly why the conversation died. He hadn't been asking any questions back. The next day, he made a conscious effort to start with a few of those easy questions, followed by some open-ended ones, and immediately that dynamic, fun back and forth was back. So, remember that formula. Start with those easy, closed questions, and then immediately follow up with a probing, open-ended question. If you do this, I can almost guarantee you'll be able to keep any conversation going and make a powerful connection. Connecting with people through conversations, both socially and professionally, is the main focus of this channel. Using these techniques will quickly establish you as an excellent communicator. Communication Coach is all about helping you increase your personal repertoire of communication skills so you can lead your teams and organizations with higher levels of excellence. If you found this advice helpful and want ongoing content like this, please hit that subscribe button and start watching the other videos on the channel. I also want to invite you to comment below. What are your techniques for getting the conversational ball rolling? I genuinely love to hear them, and you can share those great tips with everyone else here. Thanks for watching, and I hope you get to use these exact tips in your very next conversation.